What's up, everybody? Fame Rothstein here. Fame Rothstein Sports Investing Show. Okay, link to the podcast. Well, I don't know if there's one on the YouTube page, but there should be. But just in case there's not, you can find my sports investing podcast on Anchor, Spotify, TuneIn, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher. Pretty much anywhere you can find a free podcast. Today is Wednesday, January 22nd. 2019. As you can see, I'm about to walk into a building. I'm in a parking garage. It's a little cold out today. It's like 20 degrees right now in the Republic of Cincinnati. And usually, what I tell you is that, if you have a gambling problem or think you do, please don't listen to this show. Please contact your state or your local Gamblers Anonymous Association help agency. The chocolate donut in my teeth. Oh well. Got it. Sorry about that. But yeah, but you can listen to this one. This is a Rothstein Rant. Rothstein Rants number 3. Okay, it's like I said, January 22nd, 2019. It's about 8 a.m. Eastern time here in the Republic of Cincinnati. There's a lot of stuff we could talk about. First thing I want to talk about is, I know it's not sports related, but real quickly I'm going to touch on it. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, as you know, Meghan Markle, she's an American, biracial woman. She married Prince Harry over in England, the royalty, and, she went over there and had problems, with his people and the press, and Harry, he says that, if you don't remember his mother, Princess Diana, she was hounded by the press, and, they chased her. I think the paparazzi or whatever the English version of it was, they were chasing her, and she ended up crashing after she had divorced his father, Prince Charles. All right. So basically, even though he was 6th in line to the throne, Prince Harry, he split from Meghan, or no, he didn't split. I'm sorry. They split. They left England to become basically regular people in Canada. Gave up a lot of, gave up their royal titles, his and her Royal Highness. All I just want to say about that is I don't know if I would have done that. I know love's supposed to conquer all, but nah. There's some lady, she told me that her mother feels that the Meghan Markle's going, hosing, I'm not really going to get into all that because a little bit of it, I think, was kind of race-oriented from that woman, but that is a possibility. Because, these courts, but then again, I don't know how the Canada, divorce court and all that kind of stuff is, so I don't know about that. But all I'm saying is I wouldn't have done that, Harry, just me personally. Maybe I'm stingy, I don't know. But then, and you've got a son, what's his name, Archibald or something like that. What's he gonna think when he's able to process it all? That, hey man, I could have been a royal and you basically said fuck all that for yourself, wasn't thinking about me. I don't know. I just wouldn't have done it. But what I do want to talk about is Zion Williamson. As you all know, Zion Williamson makes his debut tonight, his NBA regular season debut. He played like a game or two in the preseason and tweaked his knee somehow. I believe it was wasn't a serious, what do you call that? It wasn't a serious injury, because obviously he's not out for the year, but they held him out a little while. Now they've, from what I hear, they taught him how to re-walk and run again and things like that. Not re-walk, but walk differently because, Zion is what, like 6'6", 280, 290, something like that, 270. Big as an NFL defensive end. Defensive lineman or offensive lineman almost. That's how big they are. But he's a special kind of athlete, so, it's not really the same kind of explosion. I'm going to be honest with you. I would have held Zion out for the year. Me personally, I would have held him out for the year. That's what Philly did with Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. Seems to work out fine for them. Those guys are, having all-star seasons. I think Ben Simmons, the longer Embiid stays out with his finger, the more Ben Simmons seems to, dominate, take over the team a little bit, and kind of make a case for MVP, because I think since he's been out a couple weeks ago, I think the Sixers have only lost one game. I mean, Ben Simmons has been lightweight dominating the East with the Embiid out. So I would have held Zion out. And speaking of Zion, like I said, he's a special athlete, jumps out of the gym. He doesn't have enough dunks on record to get in the dunk contest, but maybe next year he will be in the dunk contest. Me personally, like I said, I would have held him out. Having to teach him how to walk differently and jump and run differently, I don't know what the hell that's about. I have no idea what that's about. I'm trying to stay into the light. Still early morning, folks. There we go. It's a little better. But yeah, I don't know what all that's about, teaching him how to run and walk again, or walk differently and run differently. I've never heard of that. If you got to go through all that, just keep him out, because now you're bringing him out mid-season. All the other teams are in great shape. He's in horrible shape. And if he goes out again, just because, he's out of shape and everybody, he's got to go too hard to maintain on the court, hey, it's going to be bad. You're going to have him out there looking like Greg Oden or somebody, Sam Bowie. I mean, anything, you don't want, this is there's only one Zion, just like Tupac, when he was in that fight. When he was in that fight at the MGM Grand and that night he got killed, you keep Tupac out of that. You only got one Tupac. You can't go find another one. Zion's a generational athlete. There ain't going to be another Zion to come through for a while. You protect this asset at all costs. Hold him out for the year. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, okay, yeah, you expect you're in the thick of the playoff race toward the lower end, 7th, 8th seed in your conference, but I don't think it's that necessary. I mean, Brandon Ingram, let him do his thing, okay? But as you know, I'm a sports investing advisor, and I got some sports investing advice for Zion. They got him at 12.5 points. Take that. Take the over, 12.5 points. I think he's going to get 13, 14 points. They got him at 14 or 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists combined. Take the points. He'll probably get, take the points, 12.5, all right? But that's all I got for you today. Check out the podcast on Anchor, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher. Tomorrow it'll be out. We'll have 3 full picks for you, all right? And until then, this is the end of Rothstein Rant number 3. I'll holla.